Hey guys, Anthony 4x4 Diesel. Quick video on a few oil changes and some maintenance for everyone. This is a Prado, but you can use this information as general information and adapt it to any other makes and models for maintenance on your vehicle or 4x4, whatever the case may be. Recently, this owner has picked this one up and you can see he's been under there doing a bit of cleaning. Look at that, with a cleaning cloth, you can see the lines there. Absolutely awesome. You can make it a bit easier though, just get some degreaser. You know that Kenco stuff we use? Kenco heavy duty degreaser. You can use whatever you want. It's water based and it just helps soften up and dissolve all the dirt and everything, and you hit it with a pressure washer. But he's done a good job, just easier, and you can get up in there a bit deeper and everything, and you can then hit the rusty bits here with the paint. But what are we here to talk about? A bit of maintenance, and specifically this guy is an awesome dude. And I know that because I can tell from all the comments on everything on the YouTube channel and that. I'm not going to tell you his name, but he's one of the awesome people. There's heaps of awesome people watching on our YouTube channel, and I'm making this video for you awesome people. So we'll start at the back because it's a bit of maintenance, and you know we've probably talked about this in other videos, so we'll just keep it short and sweet. If you're doing your rear diff oil change on this Toyota and a lot of cars and a lot of other Toyotas, you've got two plugs. You've got your filler plug and your drain plug. But you do need to be aware, because I'll give you an example. On some of the Mazda BT50s, they mounted the diff on the wrong angle and stuff like that, and you need to actually have the vehicle jacked up for that filler plug, because the way it works is, that's what I'm getting to, is you just fill it up till it overflows and that's the right level, right? So it's really simple. This is the drain plug. It's at the bottom. You take it out. You never take out a drain plug until you've got the filler plug out first, because if you can't get this out, you're in trouble. You're stuck with no oil. So it's always loosen your fillers first. Once you know you can get that out, your drain plug comes out. That's at the bottom. Now, precaution here. I said you can adapt it and use it on other vehicles, but don't use it on something like an outboard engine, because on an outboard engine, the foot of the motor, it's got oil for the gearbox, but you don't do it this way. You certainly drain it this way, but you don't fill it from the top. You need to pump it in from the bottom hole until it overflows at the top, and then cap it, etc. Right? And some people know, wow, you know, Anthony even knows that. Yeah, Anthony's been around. He's worked on boats and bikes and mowers and jet skis and brush cutters and inboards and outboards and all sorts of stuff, right? So he didn't just work on Toyota bloody 1KD diesels, right? So he's got a bit of info there, and he's going to endeavour to share all this information because he knows he can't take it with him, and he knows there's not enough people out there that know how to do this stuff. So it's kind of every man for himself soon. It's worth pays to have your contacts, and I'm after contacts as well. So if you're a professional at anything and you want to help me out, feel free to shoot me a text message. If you're around Melbourne or in Victoria and you say, hey, I can do this, I'm not asking for freebies, I'm just saying, you know, if you want to be part of the team where we help each other out with good work, right? Yeah, feel free to make contact. 24 mil, right? So the 24 mil, loosen that. 24 mil, take that out. Take this one out. You've got a magnet usually on your drain plugs. That's this one here. Give that a clean with a cloth. Pop it back in. You can use a new gasket if you like. If they're in good condition and they haven't been over tightened, you can reuse them a few times. What do you reckon, mate? You know, 2, 3, 4 times. Yeah, about 3 times we reckon. I'm getting the 3 fingers at me, and 3 fingers isn't rude, so he must be. Oh, that one. Anyway. Anyway, 24 mil, that's your diff, right? But more importantly, we're going to move forward here. I'm on my roller chair. You got your transfer case here. We've talked about that before. Okay, there's no magnet on this one. Same deal. Don't over tighten them. It's alloy. See, that's an alloy case. You over tighten it, equals pain and suffering. So your top plug, that's one in the middle of the picture up there. You loosen that. Your bottom one, you take it out. There's no magnet. You let it drain. It's only a bit over a litre. Happy days. This one stays very clean. You don't need to change it too often. I wouldn't even do it every 40,000 unless you do a stupid amount of off-road. You could probably do it every 120k, 200k, whatever, right? The oil in there stays good. It's worth changing. If you do a lot of off-road, then change it. And remember, you should keep your speed down in low range, because that can get really hot and cook the oil as well. So that's the transfer case. And I've got a hump in front of me, and my chair, it's not a full drive, so I have to roll around the other side. So let's get around there. Where were we? Okay, this one's a manual, 6-speed manual, right? So something different. That's what, because, you know, we do some transmission flushes. We've got videos on that if you're interested in that, dedicated on that information. And everybody's got different opinions, apparently, on what you need to do. I think we need to do a bit more cleaning, because there's still a bit of fuel oily sort of stuff there. Did we do anything near there? I mean, we did other work, but that's all clean there. I don't know how. Or is that just, no, it's just that shiny. I don't know, no, that's wet. Anyway, we'll give that a clean up because I don't want any question marks. It could be dripping off the tail shaft there, could be. Anyway, what we're looking at here is the 6-speed manual transmission. And you know, I'm not equipped to tell you what oil, because remember what we said at the start? We said this is going to be general information that you can use on any vehicle. More about what the plugs look like, the location, how to not over tighten them, especially if they're in alloy. I believe they're normally about 50 Newton meters, the ones that go into the steel, and the ones in the alloy are probably a bit less, but I really can't remember. It could be around 30 to 40. We just do them by hand, just nice, you know. It's just got to stop the oil from coming out and seal and be tight enough that it doesn't fall out. It doesn't have to hold the whole gearbox together. Here's the drain plug. Once again, do not take out the drain plug till you find the filler plug. Guess what? Look, middle of the picture. Let me get it. It's hard to see, isn't it? Right there. It's just easy. I mean, it's right there. See, there's the bottom. You can't miss it. Every gearbox is about the same. See, 24 mil. Loosen that first. If it's not on that side, you'll probably find it at this side, right? Oh, there's another plug there. What's that? No, it's not. That's confusing. Let's just go and have a look so you know what's what. It's just the empty hole. Don't worry about it, right? Something meant to be there. Has this been out? Now you got me thinking. I'm not that familiar with these. No, I think everything's okay. It's probably just for some other cars. Let me get back down on my chair again. Okay, so same deal. I don't know if we're upside down back to front, but filler plug out, drain plug out, put the correct oil in after you put this drain plug back in, and when it overflows, it's at the correct level. You need to check if there's any outstanding bulletins in case there's a situation, like I said, with a rear diff. It's not going to be with a gearbox or transfer case, but the rear diff, like that one in the BT50, that's the only one I know of off the top of my head. Have you heard of any other cars like that? But did you even know about that one? Did you? Yeah? Because I told you? Or? Oh, yeah. So most people aren't going to know about that unless you worked at a Mazda dealer or a Ford dealer or something like that, or you own one and they sent you the bulletin on it, which they are required to do. Okay, and then of course, you know, you got your oil change, your 14 mil here, you know. Again, take the filler cap off so the air can come in as the oil comes out. You know, don't over tighten it. Use a new washer if you need to. Use genuine. Your oil filter's up the top. We're not talking about that. And we can't show you the front diff oil change other than the filler plug's in the middle of the picture there. It's a 10 mil hex, and the drain plug, it's about here somewhere as well. Where is it? I don't know. It's hard to, when you're sitting down on a chair and there's a bash plate in the way, it's under there somewhere. Where's the bloody filler? Can we see the filler plug? Let me get my head up there now. I'm curious to go. Surely we can. Oh no, it must be down here behind the. There it is. Seeing the gap there? Not bad. 10 mil. And they're the ones that are absolutely pain to get out. So if you've got a Prado or a Hilux and you want to convert it over, you get on the Kaon website again, kaon.com.au. You think I'd have shares in Kaon, wouldn't you? Anyway, not yet, but maybe it's something I should think about. We'll talk to them, see if I can invest in their company. I probably should, shouldn't I? Anyway, this is not an inspection video. This is take the filler plug out. That's the one in the middle of the picture there. Take out the drain plug. Let it drain. It's going to take about 1.5 liters. Put the bottom plug in. Don't over tighten it. We know the spec. What is it? 65, I think. And the filler plug, I think, is 49 or something, like the other ones that go into the cast, like the rear diff. Like I said, be careful on the alloy. Not quite as tight. Don't over tighten them. These ones are all 24 mil and a 10 mil hex. Hopefully it's been helpful for your 4x4, whatever you've got as well. It might be a slightly different size on some vehicles, but on the Toyota it's pretty simple. They're all 24. What other Toyotas? I can't remember. Any other size? They're all 24. No, there's nothing that's 22 or 20 stupid, is there? Even on the auto, the filler plug's 24, isn't it? Yeah. So simple. That's it, guys. We're out of here. So changing your manual transmission oil, you need to look up for that Aisin gearbox, the 6-speed. You can get the transaxle transmission code off your plate and Google it and look it up on those oil companies like Penrite have their apps and that. They are going to be the ones responsible for telling you what oil, not me. Don't put the wrong oil in, because some transaxles and gearboxes and diffs and that, they're not happy when you put the wrong oil in, okay? If you're not sure, you can even go to your Toyota dealer and get some oil. The easy way to put oil into these things is get a 20-litre drum and a pump, and you pump it in the top hole, and when it overflows up there, you know it's done. You stop pumping and you cap it, and Bob's your uncle. No need to overfill it. I'm getting a sore arm because the right arm's up in the air and it's gone all white because I'm sitting on a chair because my left arm's busy helping the assistant out with a couple of things that he loves. And that's the video, guys. We're out of here. Catch ya. you know, subscribe, bell on, smash the like if you learnt something, and catch you on the next one.